What's up and good evening, guys. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do an EDC Pocket Dump, so stay tuned and we'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, guys. Alright, so today we are going to do an EDC Pocket Dump, and I'm going to show you what I carry on my person daily. Alright, so to get started, I'll pull both of these out. Alright, so in the bag I've got my solar battery bank, and on the back side of it is an entire backlit LED with wireless charging, and then on the other end here you've got two USB-A's, a USB-C, and a mini. And I carry this around to charge my my phone, my batteries for my camera, my flashlights, etc, etc, etc. This little battery bank comes in very useful. Also use it for my USB speaker, so my Bluetooth speaker that USBs, I can USB into this and charge it that way as well if I need to. Just Bluetooth in and I can play music or whatever through it. So I got the little solar battery bank, and that comes with me every day. And then in here I've got my USB-C for my phone, and then over here I have my USB charging cable for my flashlight, which, speaking of, I need to charge because I ran the battery out of it. So I'll go ahead and plug that in, and let me pull my flashlight out real quick. So my flashlight is a little Olight baton mini, or mini baton, or however you say it, and then it just goes right there. And I think I got it on the wrong one. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now it's charging. So I've got one USB on here that doesn't charge for whatever reason. It got wet and it just quit working, but my secondary one works. So I got my flashlight, it's actually charging now. You can see it's charging. See the lights lit up where it's charging there. Okay, so that goes with me every day, and I do use my flashlight quite a bit because when I'm at work sometimes I can't see some things, and so I need it to see into some of the boxes and what have you. And then the next thing I carry is my notepad. This is a notepad cover, has my pen, my notepad for taking notes or whatever I need, so that comes with. Alright, and then in this pocket here, or I should say, I've got my key ring with all my keys on it, so that goes hung on my belt loop using the little carabiner. Alright, first things first is I carry the little Civivi mini Praxis. So I carry the little mini Praxis in my pocket. That comes with me every day. I use it to cut the straps on a lot of the stuff at work. So a lot of our stuff comes with these what do you call it, the little plastic straps, kind of like a, not really a zip tie so much, but anyway, you have to like flip it over and like you either pull the tab and it'll come apart, or you just take and cut it. Half the time I can't ever get them stupid tabs and pull them and break the little tab apart or whatever, so I just end up cutting it with my little Civivi Praxis. So that's what I use, is my little Civivi Praxis mini. So that gets carried in my pocket every day. Alright, so next thing is my little pocket organizer, and in here I have a little mini what looks like a sheetrock knife, little box cutter knife. It's basically what I use it for, is for cutting boxes and whatnot. And then I have my Fisher space pen. Writes upside down, inside out, whatever. Write it underwater, whatever. So there's that. And then I have my 2 knives in here. Whoop. So I've got a little small ferro rod that goes into here and just goes right there in that. And then I've got my little box cutter knife. You can get these at any of your local hardware stores, Ace, Home Depot, Lowe's, places like that. And I've got a couple extra blades stored in here with it, so that way if one of my blades ever goes dull, I can just replace it. So that goes right there. And then I've got my Swiss Army knife, and it has the camouflage scales on it. The Victorinox Swiss Army knife. Got the little corkscrew thing on it. It's got an awl. It's got a little hook thing, which I don't know what it's actually used for. I've never seen one, so I don't know what the use is for it, actually. I really kind of wish I knew. I've been told it's for like undoing knots and stuff, so like you can like get a hold of a knot and like pull it apart or whatever. You can put this little hook in there and you can pull your knot apart. So at least that's what I've been told. So I'm not really sure if that's what it's actually for or not, but so I've been told that's what it's used for like undoing knots and stuff. And then I've got an awl, and then I got scissors, Phillips screwdriver, regular screwdriver, a big knife blade, a small knife blade, and all that. I've got the toothpick, the tweezers, and all that in there. And all that lives right there in my little pocket organizer. And my Fisher space pen wants to fall out because the elastic's all wore out of it. So all that goes in my pocket organizer. Alright, the next thing I've got is let's see. Oh, I got my Bic lighter, which comes in handy for like burning ends of string, rope, stuff like that. Using it for paracord and that kind of stuff. Use it for all kind of different purposes, so that gets carried. And then this is my little Carmex with a piece of copper pipe and a copper lid or cap for plumbing. And all I did was I took the Carmex lid and glued it into the cap, and it just goes right on there just like that. And that's my Carmex in a copper case. Alright, next is my folding scissors. And those come in handy at work. So if I can't use my knife, I'll just use this. Sometimes it requires having scissors. My knife is just not strong enough. And then the next thing I carry is my SOG power pint. A little SOG power pint or SIG power pint. I think it's a SOG power pint. I can't remember. I know it's a power pint. That's all I know. And it's the little multi-tool with the pliers, wire cutters, and then on the outside over here, it's got all the little tools. So you've got scissors, you've got a saw, a Phillips screwdriver, a can opener, a pair of scissors, and then on the other side over here we've got a regular knife blade. I think it's an awl, bottle opener, and a file with 2 different size files on it on both sides. And the really cool thing about the little power pint is I also carry these, which are the little what do you call them? I forget what they're called now, but the little tools. I don't know what you call them. Anyway, they basically fit. Oh, if I can get it to go back in there now. Give me a second. There we go. Alright. So it stays up in there. So you just use it like a little screwdriver. You put your little nut driver bits in there or whatever, and then you can use it like a screwdriver and it don't fall out. So you just use it like a screwdriver or whatever. But I've got the little Torx head bits, the Allen bits, star wrenches, Torx bits, and those get carried in my pocket, and then they just fit into the little power pint end. So that's that pocket. And I don't think I got anything else. Nope. The only other thing I carry, which is out in my truck at the moment because I forgot to bring it in, is I carry an EpiPen with me everywhere that I go. Alright, next thing I carry is my truck cigarette lighter charger. So I just plug this in my truck, and I got my way to charge my phones and batteries and what have you with that. And then I've got my wallet, and then I believe, if I'm right, I think this was actually a stropping cloth that comes in the Civivi, the little Civivi Praxis thing or whatever. So the little kit, I think it was a stropping cloth. At least that's what I believe it is, or it could be a cleaning cloth of some kind. I mainly use this to like clean my glasses with, so I don't really use it so much for my knife, although I probably should, but I don't. But I've got plenty of these. I've got like probably 3 or 4 of them that I keep around all the time, but this is one I carry with me every day. I just use it as my glasses cleaner. And then the only other thing I carry in my pocket is my eye drops, because my eyes get really dry and irritated and all that kind of good jazz. So there's that. And that's it for the EDC Pocket Dump. If there's anything here that you guys find that might interest you, I'll put links down in the description for all this. I've got all the info where you can pick all this stuff up at. You can get it all on Amazon, pretty cheap. But yeah, so that's my EDC Pocket Dump. And if any of y'all found this useful, the only thing that I didn't show and I carry is my personal protection device. Let's just leave it at that because I want to keep my channel monetized, and so I didn't show it in the video, but let's just say I do keep a personal protection device with me at all times. So anyway guys, that's it. That's all I got for you. I hope y'all found it useful, and this is what I carry for 2025. This just makes the most sense of everything that I carry, and it's not all that heavy. It's not really a lot to carry, but it's all useful items, stuff that I use every day. I constantly use my pliers. I constantly use my knives. Use them for different things. I use the bits for different items that I have to tighten and torque up at work sometimes. So the little power pint comes in very handy for that. So anyway guys, I hope y'all enjoyed it. And like I said, I'll put links to most all this down in the description down below. So if y'all found it useful and y'all want to purchase some of the items that I have here, y'all can purchase them. Now I will say I am an affiliate with Amazon, and so any affiliate link y'all click on, I do get a little bit of a kickback from it, but that's it. It's not much, but every little bit helps, and every bit of the money that I will make or that comes back to me, I put back right back into the channel to make more videos for you guys. So anyway guys, that's all I've got. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Until next time, I'm Red Fox with Red Fox Outdoors. Get out and enjoy nature. Bye, guys.